The movie begins with a quote that says, "There are two wolves inside all of us, and they are always at war." A woman holding a torch yells out to William in the woods. She looks at something in horror and screams. A red moon hangs in the night sky. We see a beast eating someone. The scene drastically changes to present a house. On the third floor of the house, a young girl called Willow works with her miniature house. It isn't a dollhouse. Her mother, Imogen, is behind the door, telling her she's going to see Willow's father. She says she will be back before dark. We see Willow spying on her mom from above while wearing an oxygen mask. It gives her trouble to watch her mom deal with a pig. Her mother loads the pig into a truck and rides off. Soon after, Willow runs into the woods without her oxygen supply. She watches the car with the pig in it. Maybe the girl wants to know where it is going. Her grandfather, Juan, approaches her to remind her of some rules, but Willow says it isn't dark yet. Back at the house, she spies on her mother again. She sees how the lady struggles to exit the truck. During dinner, Willow is not eating her food. Seeing this, her mom asks what's wrong and tells her to eat. Despite the girl saying all the animals are in the pen, her grandfather double-checks. Later, Willow sits at her miniature house and puts a small figure of a man behind a magnifying glass. She asks the man where he is always going. Hearing some strange noises, she decides to investigate what it is. She comes to a man lying on a bed on his front side. He is her father, and she tries to get his attention. Once he turns to her, he seems aggressive, causing her to wake up in bed. She looks out the window to see her mom and grandfather taking Willow's injured dad from the truck. Imogen closes the door to be left alone with him. In a short time, she spies on her mother washing a bloody coat outside. This brings more fear to the girl. As they are doing the dishes together, Willow asks her mom if she is hiding something. A sound interrupts Imogen from answering. Hearing this, she says her dad is awake. Willow also asks why he always returns home in a wounded state. Hearing this question makes Imogen nervous, and she drops a cup on the floor. While the girl is upstairs, she eavesdrops on something she hears behind a door. She continues to do so when suddenly someone walks toward the door, causing her to hide. Her mother leaves the room without spotting Willow. When she looks into the keyhole, we get a jump scare of her dad looking into it from the other side. Of course, Willow becomes scared. It makes her barricade the door to her room. The next day, Imogen starts to ride with Willow somewhere. She affectionately calls the girl a monkey. Juan stays outside, looking out a window to see Willow's father looking at him. We watch mother and daughter ride along an open road. Somewhere on their way, they stop for Imogen to change her clothes. Willow sees her doing it in the rearview mirror. Imogen asks Willow if she knows of any capable drivers, implying that Willow can drive. Thus, the girl takes the wheel. We see them having fun together while dramatic music plays in the background. Arriving at a small town, Imogen delivers goods to a place. Soon, she enters a cloth store with Willow. The latter exits the dressing room in a new dress. She thinks she looks pretty in it, an opinion shared by her mother. Returning home, Willow sees her dad, Noah, chopping lumber. He gladly draws near his family, saying he missed them. He sees the dress and teases Willow to take it back from him. As she tries, he acts like a monkey. Strangely, he smells her for an unknown reason. With his arms around both of them, Noah tells his wife to never leave him alone again. The next day, Imogen tells Willow she will be back before dark. From above, the girl watches her mom load another pig into the truck. After Imogen does, she seems to be bothered by guilt. This time, we see where she travels to. She and Noah start to take the pig somewhere in the woods. Interestingly, Willow has decided to follow them. She hides in the bushes, spying on her parents. This is a curious girl. She keeps following her parents as they walk with the pig. A mysterious building is there that her parents enter. Willow also enters it while she continues to spy on them. Oddly, she sees her father without clothes. Imogen puts a chain restraint around his neck, and he says nothing changes. She parrots these words to him. Willow leaves the area once she sees her mom coming at the building's gate. Imogen has to collect herself from whatever she has to do with her husband. Willow is hiding nearby, seeing her leave. She comes to the gate, and the moment she goes under it to emerge on the other side, her mom spots her. She tells her to stop, yet Willow does not listen. She goes to see what is going on with her father while we merely hear the squealing of the pig. Opening the gate, Imogen rushes to take Willow away. The next thing we see is her carrying her unconscious daughter from the truck before using the oxygen supply on her. During this time, we see Noah transforming into something inhuman. Thankfully, Willow regains her consciousness. The next day, the family is sitting at the table. Willow and Noah seem to be stunned, but Imogen is trying to explain the situation. However, we don't hear what she says due to it being muffled by her daughter's shock. The girl gets held by her grandfather and cries. In the morning, she awakens in a different place. She hears arguing among her family near the door. Leaving this place, she goes into the main house where she closes herself in her room. Sadly, she rips apart the dress her mom bought her. It brings the girl to tears having to do this. In the meantime, she remembers happy moments with her parents. One of the memories includes her mother telling Noah she loves him dearly. At night, she hears someone trying to open the door to her room. Despite it being barricaded, her grandfather still manages to break in. He quietly tells her they are leaving. As they are riding away, Imogen gets in front of the truck and demands Juan to get out. Noah is also there. He tells Willow she needs to come with her parents, but she yells for him to get his hands off her. Juan takes Noah off to punch him a few times in the face. This prompts Imogen to yell that she won't put up with him like her mom did. She yells for her father to vanish by morning. He is the monster, she adds. He walks away. Imogen tries to take Willow out of the truck, and the girl yells out that she hates her. On another day, Willow is closely looking at the pigs in their cages because she now knows what happens to them. She feels sorry for the animals. Soon, her dad arrives in the truck, telling her to go for a ride with him. He demands that she do it. Hence, they arrive at the place where she witnessed the horror she shouldn't have. For her safety, she is wearing her oxygen mask. Noah gently asks her if she would like to know what it is. She doesn't say anything. Afterward, he tells her she does not need to be scared. Her grandfather is a good man, he adds. They don't all get that lucky. Noah never met his grandfather. Despite that, he says he was a very kind and heartwarming man. He was a great storyteller. He was also strong as an ox, and there was nothing he couldn't fix, except for one thing. Noah whispers that once a month, during a full moon, he would change. Every month, he removed himself from his wife by going deep into the woods. The pain of his soul leaving his body would make him howl, but the real pain came from him hiding it. He hid it to protect his wife. However, all secrets get revealed eventually. Noah says his grandmother was no fool, and she knew something was not right for years. Therefore, she followed him deep into the woods where she saw what he was. When the man returned to himself, he saw what he had done to her. It caused him to use his gun to end all the stories. Noah's father told him this story. Noah did not want this family curse. He calls himself a coward and a monster. The man starts to cry, and his daughter finally draws near to hug him. We see more moments from the past of the family being happy together. Back at home, Imogen sings to Willow while the latter lies in bed. She says she misses her grandfather. On another day, Noah is in the woods with his daughter, who watches him chop wood. Since she asks if she can try it, he says such a job is a big responsibility for a little girl. He says he's the king of these woods. The man playfully acts like he's the king and tells Willow to kneel before him. So she plays along by kneeling, prompting Noah to ask if she swears her allegiance to these woods. Her saying it isn't enough for him, he wants her to mean it. Hence, Willow yells that she does. She even promises to protect this family in addition to everything in it. Due to this, her father pronounces her the princess of the woods. Later, he notices something strange about the clothes in the truck. He approaches Willow and knocks the sandwich she's eating out of her hand. He follows this cruel action by aggressively putting her in the truck. They were having such a good time in the woods together until something we are unaware of ruins his mood. At home, we hear him yelling at Imogen, asking her what she is hiding. Willow is hiding under the bed while listening to this. On a different day, she finds the dress she ripped apart lying like new on her bed. Perhaps it's even a new dress. The girl seems happy and sad to see it. The next scene has the family celebrating her birthday. She gets a toy truck with pigs and matchsticks as her presents. Soon, a knock comes at the door to startle them. Juan enters the house with the best present for his granddaughter, a pet dog. While her mom is comforting her to sleep, Willow asks if they are safe. Imogen replies that Willow is the most precious thing that has ever happened to her and that she would never let anything hurt her. Alas, Willow pushes her hand away and turns to the side of the bed in disappointment. This action saddens her mother. Subsequently, Willow is occupied with her miniature house. She imitates riding the toy truck like she sees her parents riding it to the woods. As she partakes in this imitation, her parents do the real thing. In a short time, Imogen puts the chain restraint around Noah's neck. Willow has something similar set up with her figures. She also says the words "nothing changes" like her parents do to each other. During her sleep, Willow hears someone whisper her name. A voice asks to be helped and let inside. This makes the girl break the gate of her miniature house. A matchstick gets stuck inside her fingernail. As a result, she pulls it out along with her nail. She sees a disease has formed on her arm, injecting her with worry. Once it spreads throughout her body, she awakens from this nightmare. She tries to reach for her oxygen mask, but it's far from her reach. It falls, and she crawls out of bed to get it. Willow lies relieved to have gotten to it in time. A problem exists in the victory, though, which is that the oxygen tank is almost empty. Moving along, she hears something outside. Thus, she stands near the gate, asking if it is her father behind it. She looks up to see a full moon. Being unwise in her youthful years, Willow begins to open the gate. Fortunately, Juan appears and orders his grandchild to go back inside. Afterward, we see the family inside, with Imagine protectively holding Willow. Juan is forced to utter the comforting lie that it's just the wind moving the gate. He carries the girl upstairs. Lying in bed, she asks him if it's her dad out there. He continues to lie by saying everything is fine. Imogen notices a revolver in his pants. When they leave Willow's room, Imogen gets her dad to show her his gun. He says it's simply for protection. Willow stands behind the door, being unfathomably curious. She continues to listen to them speak. Soon, she ascends the stairs while holding her chest in a struggle. She remembers hearing the very unnerving words of her granddad that Noah was going to take everyone's lives. It doesn't take long for Imogen and Juan to hear a sound above, causing them to rush to Willow's room. They see she is lying on the floor. A bad situation is worsened upon Imogen seeing her oxygen tank empty. She tells her dad to stay with Willow while she goes outside. She rushes to collect a new oxygen tank but falls on her way back. Since Imogen sees the banging is still happening at the gate, she seems to forget about her needful daughter and approaches it. She yells for whoever is behind it to leave. Once she runs back into the house, we see she drops the revolver on the ground. Returning to Willow, she connects the new tank to the mask. Juan asks her where the gun is, something she does not know. He therefore instructs her to hide downstairs. He sees someone is now outside the house. The big man tries to hold the door closed as it gets banged on, yet the door and he are no match for the beast that is on the other side. At last, Juan gets impaled onto the horns of an animal head that hangs on the wall due to the force of the beast. In the meantime, Imagine tries to get Willow to regain consciousness. The moment she does, the girl gasps, prompting Imogen to hold her mouth. She knows who is inside the house, and fear is overwhelming the woman. After she sees the beast leave, they both hear the dog whimper. Imogen whispers that they have to leave. Hence, they begin to quietly and slowly head toward the exit. As they hide, we see the monster in the dark background. When they are on the stairs, they observe a severely injured Juan. They are lucky to escape outside without being detected. Imogen tells her daughter she is coming back. However, if for some reason she does not, she instructs Willow to keep driving for a long time. Imogen goes back home to collect her wounded father. He makes a loud noise standing in pain. They resort to hiding under the floor, because the monster has heard the sound. Imagine accidentally gets her hand stuck in a mousetrap. Willow sees them crawling at the bottom of the house. Since metal bars prevent them from leaving, Willow connects a hook to them that is connected to the truck. She drives it to pull the bars out. The family enters the car, but of course, another problem presents itself. Imogen can't get the vehicle to move. They exit it, and Imogen goes behind the gate with Willow. Juan tells his daughter to protect Willow, for he decides to stay behind. He closes the gate, forcing his family to run through the woods. Soon, they rest for the girl to receive her oxygen. Imogen tells her with care that they have to keep moving. The atmosphere is quiet and chilling. While Imogen checks if Noah is out there, Willow gets snatched by the beast. Imagine chases them until she arrives at the building. She finds Noah in the form of a werewolf holding Willow there, and she instructs him to put her down. She slowly heads toward him, saying it is just her. Once she puts her hand on him, she says she knows he can hear her voice. It's time for him to return to them, Imogen adds. Therefore, Noah lets go of their daughter. The girl watches her mom continue to be gentle with him. We get several dramatic images of Noah being happy with his family. The central image is the one where Imogen tells Noah she loves him dearly. He asks what she means by that. Angered by her words, he grabs her, and Willow is stuck in the middle to witness this. In the present, the werewolf strikes his wife down, causing Willow to scream in fear. She accidentally knocks over a lit lantern, and it starts to burn the leaves on the ground. Willow remembers her dad asking her if she swears to protect this family. She uses her oxygen tank to direct the flame onto her monstrous father. She watches with her mom how the beast burns. With the worst behind them, a new day brings Willow to her mother outside. Imagine is loading the truck. They look at each other, and Willow remembers the many brutish moments of her dad. The final scene reveals that Noah isn't a werewolf at the time he gets burned. He was merely his human self. Perhaps he never was a werewolf and it was all a metaphor.